Sorry, and your email address again?
I will write it on the chat box. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Oh, wrong one. Febrianti. Okay. Yeah, that is my email.
I can't see it.
Yeah, we usually work with Microsoft Teams. That's why we
Yeah, I can't see your mail address.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Evelyn, do you have?
I'll
Febrianti.
forward it to you. No, let me see. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you mail it to Evelyn?
I just sent it to you. Yeah, and she's in Vibrianti is in the CC.
And you mail it via email?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Oh, yeah.
And I just mailed mine to you as well, Vibrianti. So hopefully you'll get it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll check it.
Yeah, I send it to you.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I'm downloading now, but it takes time, maybe about maybe 5 minutes. Maybe Mr. Budiman could start it, maybe. Is it okay if Mr. Budiman
Sure.
start the yeah, the sharing first? Okay. Pak Budi,
Yeah.
would you please start first? So while
Yeah. That is fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. Hello everyone. We will start with my presentation first, and then let me share my.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
please
Yeah.
do.
So, good evening. my name is Ahmad Satria Budiman. You can call me Ahmad or Budiman, both are fine. And then I am currently working as the academic manager of the Textile Engineering Department at Universitas Islam Indonesia. And then in this opportunity, let me share to you about our program and then about our nearest event that maybe the lectures and the students at the Saxion can join. So let me start with the brief introduction about us. So our department, the Textile Engineering Department, is part of Faculty of Industrial Technology, and we are located in Sleman Regency at Yogyakarta Province, which is known for its strong tradition and then the vibrant student life. There are many universities in Yogyakarta, and then one of them is us, Universitas Islam Indonesia, and then the engineering department is in Universitas Islam Indonesia. And our department was established in 2019, so we are still quite young compared to the other study program. And then we accept first batch of students in 2020, and then 2029, 2023, 2022, 2023, 2024, and then now we are running for the opening for 2025 batch students. And then from those batches, we have graduated two batches, first in 2023 and then 2024. And then some of the alumni have worked in the 3 months after graduation from textile industry to the other related industries. And then our department focus on sustainable material innovation. I mean, like the curriculum and then the research collaboration and then the community service. Also for many final year bachelor degree project, most of them works on sustainable material innovation, such as the natural fiber, natural dyes, and then the biocomposites and many more. And then several programs in the textile engineering department UII include general lecture, and then like back in 2022, the general lecture with Dr. Jens Ulrich from Saxion. And then after, beside that, we also have research and community service collaboration with students, industrial collaboration, and many more. We have 4 laboratories. The first is the Textile Product Design Laboratory, and then the second is the Textile Manufacturing and Testing Laboratory, and then the third is Textile Chemical Process and Nanotechnology Laboratory, and then the fourth is Functional Textile Laboratory. And here is our team. So in the department, we have 5 permanent lecturers. The first is Mrs. Rina Aviani Rebia, and then her interest or expertise is composite nanofibers and forest product technology. And then the second is Mrs. Febrianti. You have known her. His expertise or interest is in medical textiles and high performance fibers and composite materials. And then me myself, with the expertise and interest in polymer technology, and then Mrs. Dia Dwi Nugraha, and then Mr. Agus Taufik with interest or expertise in textile chemical processing and waste management. So that was about our program, and then we moved to the student exchange. So related to that, we offer students exchange for international program for 1 semester, and they will get 20 credits. And here is the recommended courses that we offer. So there are science of textile fibers, textile dyes, and then textile product design and ergonomics, technical textiles for industry, natural fiber engineering, and then performance fiber engineering, biopolymer technology, nonwoven technology, and science and engineering in batik. So this is for the student exchange that we can offer to you. And then the third, we will have a summer course in the next month in July 2025. So we offer two schemes of participation. So the summer course is open for international students from any major. So it's not limited for the textile engineering students, but any majors can join. And then the first scheme is the scholarship. The second is the self-funded. So the difference is only in the payment. So for the scholarship scheme, it is program fee waiver. So the participants just fill the form, and then we will have the selection, and then we will ask the participants without payment for them. And then for the self-funded, the participants will charge at 78 US dollars, but the facilities are same. I mean, we will pick up from the airport to the venue, and we will serve meals, we will serve student housing, and then the participant will get t-shirt, ID card, and certificate. So the difference is only on the payment. So if the students at the Saxion is interested to join, maybe you can offer to your students about this summer course program. And then the glimpse or the rundown, we will have 5 days. So in day one, we will have opening, and then two lectures, the introduction of textile industry in Indonesia, and also trend and challenge of modern textile technology. And then we will have post and laboratory tour. And the day two, we will have a workshop of batik in 3 sessions from morning to afternoon. Uh, the participants will get both theory and practices. And then in the evening, we will have the two Malioboro district. And in the day three, so in day two, we have workshop of batik. And in 3, we will have workshop of ecoprint in 3 sessions as well. So the participants also will get both theory and practices. And then in the evening, we will have trip to Prambanan Temple. So in our summer course program, the participants not only study, not only learn in our program, but we also engage them in our culture and yeah, some cultural tradition in our regency. And then in day 4, it is outdoor activities. We will have Merapi Jeep Adventures, touring around Merapi village. And then the important one is the second, the industrial visit to House of Weaving Magelang. We will study about natural fiber and then practice of natural fiber weaving in that House of Weaving Magelang. And then in day 5, the last day of the summer course, we will have the lectures about application of advanced textiles, and then the panel discussion, reflection, and action plan, and then we will have closing in day 5. So here is my presentation. Thank you, everyone. I will close my presentation by wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
It's a nice program.
for your
Yeah, thank you very much.
presentation.
Ah, yeah, okay, my presentation. Yeah. Okay.
For the next we will learn more about the master program in innovative textile development offered by Saxion University of Applied Science. For all my friends of textile engineering UII, please listen carefully to the presentation, and if you have any question, feel free to save them for the discussion session after all speakers have finished their presentation. Please welcome Mrs. Dorothea Grafina, Director of the Master Program in Innovative Textile Development. The screen is yours. Mr. Dorothea.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you all hear me clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you. So this master innovative textile development. After graduation, you're a master of science. This master is about innovation in textile, as the title already says. But one of our other main pillars is sustainability. Every module we work with the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. We find that very important, and students have to link their work to one of the SDGs, and they have to explain why they picked this certain SDG, and maybe it's, you can also pick more than one, of course. Next slide, please. Oh, this is not the right order.
Is it not?
No. Oh, no, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Okay.
Okay. It's a full-time English Master of Science. It's 1.5 years. The first year you have projects and several courses, theoretical courses. You have a research line, and the projects I will explain later you do with one of the companies, most of the time in the Netherlands, but it can also happen that you do your project abroad. The second year, it's a half a year, you will write your master thesis. There are some additional costs to this master, and you have to think about 750 euros. And this is not only for books, but we try to organize some trips to textile companies that can be in the Netherlands as well, in Germany or Belgium or other countries, of course. What we expect from our students is a high proactive attitude. And I want to explain why this is so important for us. When you work in the textile industry after your graduation, there are some expectations, and you have a master degree. So we believe, and also the company expect that you have a high level of in-depth textile knowledge. But you will, and you will see that after 1.5 years, you will develop yourself also on a personal level. And this high proactive attitude is one of the pillars, so to say. You can ask us everything and anything, and we are trying to help you. But and you can do additional courses, or if you want to have additional information, we are always willing to help you, and you can use our network. But you as a student has to show this proactive attitude. We can't guess if you want to do something extra. So this is what we expect from you. Next slide, please. Yeah. So we developed a mission and a vision, so to say. So we prepare and train, of course, students to develop innovative and sustainable textile solution, but then textile solution in general. And what's important for us, as I already mentioned, these SDGs, the societal and social context in which the product is developed. We think that we prepare students for a new, exciting, innovative profession of the future. And it can happen that there will be jobs in a couple of years that don't exist right now. But it's good to take action on that. You never know what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, innovations and sustainable solutions flourish in an inspiring environment, and when different disciplines work together. I strongly believe in co-creation. Our students within the master, they all have a different kind of background. Some of the students have a technical textile background, others have a design background or a chemical background, so that can differ. But when working closely together, you will see that every student has a different kind of perspective to work on a project or to think about different kind of solutions. And when working in a group, that's also the hardest part. Working in a group with people with a different background, you will learn how to cope with that and how to work together. And that's also with the idea when you work in a textile company, you can't expect that you work only with technical textile engineers who have the same vision as you have. So that's the reason why this is also very important for us. Yeah, thank you. We have also a lot of facilities. We have a chemical and mechanical testing lab. It's possible that everything on lab scale, of course, weaving, circular knitting, embroidery, digital printing, confection, and we have a whole circular textile lab. So from fiber in the end to a cloth, you can develop in our labs. This is a few pictures of our circular textile lab, and then again our professor Jens Ulrich, and that's also a thing to mention. All the professors who are working who are teaching within our master course are also researchers from our research group, Sustainable and Functional Textiles. We find that very important. Because in that case, you can also implement the results of several research projects into the curricula. And in that way, the curriculum will always be updated. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we work with quarters. So every year is divided in 4 quarters of approximately 10 weeks. And every quarter you will work as a student in a group of 4 or 5 students on a project. And this project is so to say, a real problem from a company. And we don't expect a fixed solution, but the process is very important. And to set up a research around this project and communicate with these companies. And also that's the initiative of the students. So that's then again also the reason why this proactive attitude is very important. Besides that, you will have theoretical courses of textiles that can be crossovers and also with other domains. And every quarter there will be several topics and also different topics. And the third module you will have every quarter is doing research. You will learn how to do research, how to set up a research plan, and in the end also a topic of your interest in the field of innovation and sustainability. Yeah, next please. Yeah. Some options for projects we did in the past, responsive carpet for elderly when they, for example, they trip or they are laying on the ground for whatever reason. There are sensors in this carpet, and there will go an alarm off so that caretakers will know that there is someone lying on the ground. Printive conducted yarns, recycling and cutting. We do a lot in recycling, also with the research group. It can be mechanical recycling, chemical recycling, working with smart textiles in sportswear, but also in healthcare, and also textiles and buildings. That's also a high topic that can be also a sustainable part of building building a house, for example. Textile could be involved in that. Yeah, next please. The project is set 4 quarters. The first project is about project management and technical marketing. You can invent everything and you can have great new ideas, but if you don't know how to implement it in the market, at the end, your innovation is less worthy, so to say, less valuable. Project 2 is about prototyping. So you will work at a company or for a company, and you can develop new sustainable cloth, for example, or a sustainable implementation in the automotive industry, something like that. Project 3 is about sustainability and digital production, also in the broad sense of the way. And project 4 is, as we call it, a living technology project. In this 4th project, students are free to pick their own topic. They can work for a company, but you can also work for the research group, and also in this case with other students, of course, but you pick your own topic. Next slide. You as a student work, as said before, in a project group, approximately 4 students with an assignment given by the industry. You will work 2 to 3 days on this project. You must see that our program is as follows. The schedule, you will have 3 days per week lectures, and the other 2 days, because it's a full-time master, the other 2 days you have to work with other students on the project. In the first week, the students will visit the company and they discuss the given assignment. And in week 5, the students will give a presentation at the company. We as Saxion are also there, and they have to explain what their insight is, what kind of perspectives they have, what kind of solutions they think they can develop, and you as a group of students will discuss things further with the company. And in week 10, that's the end of the project. There you have to conclude it with a written report and also presentation and defense at Saxion with your whole group, and the company is present as well. Then the theoretical courses of textiles. In the first quarter, the topics are textile and color chemistry and textile technology. In the second quarter, about technical and functional textiles and composites. Quarter 3, this whole third quarter is about sustainability. So also the textile line, sustainable textiles and digitalization, because we believe that digitalization is a big part of sustainability. And quarter 4 is about smart textiles and advanced textile technologies. In week 9 of every quarter, there will be a theoretical exam, and we call it an open book exam. So you can use everything you want during this exam. You can use the internet, you can use AI, you can use books, whatever you want. But you have to solve 3 cases, and you will get 4.5 hours to do so. From my experience, it's quite intense, and not that easy. It looks and it sounds maybe a bit easy. Oh, I can use anything, but I can tell you this is not the case. Okay, thank you. Doing research. The first quarter is about research design. The second, literature research, how to set up a literature research, how to plan it. Then the third one is research methodologies, how to set up an interview, for example. There are several ways to do research, to use several research methodologies, and how and when to pick the right one. So that's also a hard one. And the fourth is about research perspective. It's about, you can pick a topic and you can describe it, the state of art of that certain topic, and then you have to find out and explain and elaborate how this specific topic will look in 5 years. So what is your perspective on this certain topic? And that's also quite hard. Next one. It's individual. So the textile line is individual and this research line is individual. And the project, of course, is working together. So what is research? What kind of research? What is literature research? How to organize the research according, of course, to a specific format we use at Saxion, and adding new insights. Yes. We also work with a study buddy program. That's on top of the normal program, and you will get extra student support from second-year students. They are coaching you from a student point of view, because we notice that we get students from all over the world, from Bangladesh, India, Iran, but also Belgium, Brazil, Spain, Germany, the Netherlands, of course. And sometimes it's hard to manage with all the people, especially at the beginning of the course, with all the people from different kind of backgrounds. And students in the second year, they are used to that after a year, of course, and they can coach you with that. And of course, always from a student point of view. And if needed, they will give extra workshops. And if needed, they will give extra consultation, and they will generate more insight. And then I'm talking about this whole master program. But on the other hand, you might have questions about housing, or you might have questions about living in the Netherlands, and they can help you with that, of course. Yeah. So the second year, you will write your final thesis. This is also an individual research project. You have to pick it yourself. You will do a research at a company of your choice, and you will research the problem within the company, of course, but you can also do it at our research group. That maybe you find a nice project, and within these projects we need students to do research. That is also a possibility. But it's your responsibility to find the right spot, and we of course support you with our network. It's mandatory to have passed all the projects in year one, otherwise you can't start with your final 3 theses. You can have a lack of 6 credits, and then you can still start. But if you have more, you will have to wait, and you can't start with your final thesis. The tuition fare for the upcoming study year. European students, more than 2,000 now. And for non-European students, it's different, of course. Additional costs, as I said before, not only for books. Requirements, you should have a certain level of English, because it's an international master course. We will teach in English. You must have a bachelor degree. It doesn't have to be a Bachelor of Science. It also can be a Bachelor of Arts, for example, because as said at the beginning, it's very important to have a mixed kind of students with different backgrounds. And it can happen, for example, if you you have a bachelor degree in chemistry, for example, and you don't know that much about textiles, but you have strong research skills, and you can convince us that you are the right student for our course. You can still start with our course, but then you have to do an e-learning course. And this e-learning course, there are several steps. And after finishing this e-learning course, you have enough basic knowledge to start our master program. Yeah. This is my information. You can always email me, and and I'm willing, of course, willing to answer your questions. And there's also our website. So I don't know if it's possible that one of you will share this presentation with the students, and they can always contact me. Yeah. So happy to welcome you. That's some pictures of Enschede. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, very interesting your information. Thank you very much, Mrs. Teresia, for the insightful presentation. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we move on the next topic, exchange program in section. Before that, allow me to inform again for all my friends in Textile Engineering UII, please take notes and stay engaged to the presentation. There will be time for discussion later where you can ask your question directly. Let us hear from Mrs. Evelyn, a Caleb Exchange and Minor Coordinator from the Fashion and Textile Technology Department at Saxion University of Applied Science. Mrs. Evelyn, please go ahead.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Teresa, you have to go, right?
Yeah, I have to go. So thank you very much for the attention. And if there are some questions, please let me know.
Okay, thank you, Miss
Luck
Grace.
with your car.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, I'm very happy to be here today and to introduce our exchange program to you. You can go to the next slide, please. So what I will be discussing today is some general facts about the Netherlands, about Saxion, and about our School of Creative Technology, and a little bit about our credit system, and also our academic calendar, and a little bit about Dutch culture. So this is me. I have a background in languages. I am a German major. I lived in the US for 20 years, and I translated there. I translated, for example, for eBay. And I also taught German to Americans. So this is my background. I've been with Saxion for 18 years, and my main tasks are internationalization and student exchange, but I also teach English and Dutch. So that's okay. So we do have an international office at Saxion because it's a big university. We'll get to that in a second. And if students have questions about housing, their visa, getting registered in Enschede, opening a bank account, international office is usually the place to go for that kind of information. Okay, so we can go to the next slide. And yeah, and then I'm usually the one that helps people with their subjects and any problems that occur during the exchange. Yeah, that's I always like to prepare my students a little bit. Of course, Indonesia knows a lot about the Netherlands because of our not so wonderful past. But yeah, because the way we deal with things are a little bit different, of course. We already talked a little bit about the cultural differences between the different countries and the students at the master level. But of course, we have the same thing when we have our exchange program, and we also have we offer our entire program in English, but also in Dutch. So our English program also has a lot of international students. So here are some expectations and do's and don'ts. Well, of course, when we talk about culture, yeah, go ahead and go to the next slide. And when we talk about culture, culture with a capital C is Van Gogh, Rembrandt, Vermeer, all the famous Dutch painters that you probably know. Or when we go on, some other famous, go ahead and go to the next slide. Yeah, some other famous Dutchies. This is on the left-hand side, you see Erasmus, Anne Frank, and of course our king and queen, Willem-Alexander and Maxima. Go ahead and go on. A Dutch design is known for its minimalistic, experimental, innovative, unconventional sense of humor thing. So this is, yeah, and also the Dutch designers. On the left, you see Victor and Rolf. And on the right, you see a dress by Iris van Herpen. It's she does a lot with 3D design. So it's a bold designer, you could say. Go ahead and go to the next slide. These are some of the ideas that people have about the Netherlands. Of course, we have the color orange, named after our royal family. Bikes, beer, cheese, of course. Soft drugs as well, mills, seafaring country, and also, of course, the the soccer ball. So go ahead and go to the next slide. Yeah, bikes. This is not so different from Indonesia. You don't have bikes, but you have lots of people traveling on one. It's like what is it, a scooter or something? But so this is something that we have in common. We know how to fit a lot of people on a bike. Go ahead and go to the next one. Food. Yeah, this is some of the famous food from the Netherlands. On the left-hand side, you see the typical winter food. It's mashed potatoes with some kind of a vegetable and then a sausage with it. Of course, on the right-hand side, hagelslag. This is the chocolate stuff that we put on our bread. Herring on the left-hand side, and then we have the bitterballen. So they're, yeah, some kind of a snack that we're famous for. Okay, the Netherlands, very small in size, but we have a lot of people, 18 million. Sea climate, so that means it's, and I'm sure Fabrianti can attest to that. The weather changes a lot. Yeah, we can go from 15 degrees to 30 degrees in almost one day. So it's it can rain, it can, yeah, we have everything. Of course, we have the ongoing battles against the water because most of the country is below sea level. Main language is Dutch. We already talked about our king and queen. And as far as religions are concerned, most people are not religious in the Netherlands. And then we have Christians, Muslim, and all kinds of other religions. High living standards, one of the richest countries in Europe for sure. Very good work-life balance. So that means that people don't only work to live to work, but they also work to live. Yeah, so people work part-time, or they want to make sure that they also have some free time and that they can do other things than just work. Dutch children are ranked as some of the happiest in the developed world. Sorry, not work, world. So this is another thing because they get to do everything they want to. They're a little spoiled. This is definitely very Dutch, egalitarianism. It's hard to pronounce. The Dutch usually don't like ostentatious behavior. One of our mottos is just act normal. That's crazy enough, you know? And don't stick your head above the field. Don't stand out from the crowd. Just be like everybody else. We don't like people to boast or to think that they're better than everybody else. Then, of course, progressive or degenerate, depends how you look at it. We were one of the first to legalize same-sex marriage. Euthanasia is permitted under certain circumstances. We have coffee houses where they don't necessarily serve coffee, but you can smoke pot or marijuana there. Prostitution is legal. Alcohol, of course, is legal. So yeah, this is one thing about the Netherlands. This is Saxion. We have 3 campuses. And they are, as you can see, mostly in the east and in the middle of the Netherlands. Ours in Enschede is on the most eastern part, very close to the German border, much closer than this dot would think, because it's only about 5 kilometers from the border. We have about 27,000 students, many international students, many in different nationalities, over 2,800 employees. So it's a big school for us. Here are some of the campuses. On the left-hand side, you see the part where the Fashion and Textile Technologies is located, and also our master, of course, that's the glass building. On the bottom side, you see the other campuses. So go ahead and there's some more pictures of that. This is Deventer, which is about 60 kilometers away from Enschede, but with about 7,000 students. And then the next slide is Apeldoorn, which is very small. It's about 1,000 students, but all of these campuses are very close to the railway stations. So it's easy for students to reach them. So we are part of the School of Creative Technology. Go ahead and go to the next slide. There are 4 courses in there: Creative Media and Game Technology, Fashion and Textile Technologies, Creative Business, and HBO ICT. That's but we are, yeah, of course, we're the ones, the Fashion and Textile Technology ones. Okay. Then we also have student associations. They organize trips to other universities or sometimes to museums. Sometimes they go to, they make industrial visits to other companies, but they also organize parties sometimes. So it's not just all, all work. Okay, our academic calendar, we have a 4-year program, 4 quarters. We're changing that because we have a new curriculum that will be implemented as of next year. So we're starting with the first year, and then we'll be moving to semesters actually. But so the first semester will be from the end of August until the beginning of February, and the second semester will be from the beginning of February until the middle of July. Sorry, I put June there, but it's July. July. So as an exchange student, you have these kinds of possibilities. You either do the first semester of the first year, you do the first semester of the second year. Of course, this is for next semester, because we're still developing the curriculum. You can do an internship at our research group that Theresia already told you a little bit about. So you can work there and work on a project, on an existing project. Or you can do a smart solutions semester. This is a multidisciplinary semester with students within Saxion, but from all different fields. So you might be working with a nursing student or with an electrical engineer or all kinds of possibilities. And then we have Project Me, which is also research and talent development, as we call it. So those are those are the things. Yeah, credits, you gain them when you have a pass, and you don't get them if you fail. There are different points for different modules, and our students can get 60 ECTs per year. So for a semester, it will be 30 ECTs. But this depends on your university. If you say, okay, we want less, then that's no problem at all. Because basically your students are working for you, not for us. We're just hosting them and giving them the opportunity to take courses. Yeah, so we don't determine the amount of credits, you do. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit of an explanation about what an ECT is. It should be a study load of 28 hours. I don't think students spend 28 hours per ECT, but this is what it is supposed to be. Then we also have a very different rating system. Please go ahead to the next slide if you can. Thanks. I don't know what the Indonesian system is. It might be similar, maybe not. But we have grades from 1 to 10, and 10 is absolutely outstanding. And we always say that it's almost impossible to get a 10. It's very difficult. 9 is extremely good. 8 very good, and so forth. 5.5, that means you just passed. It gets rounded off to a 6 and you pass, and everything below that is a fail. Yeah, so that's how the grading works. We have a Facebook page, ACT Textile, that offers information or articles about developments within the field or all kinds of other things. So this is something that students might want to take a look at. I know Facebook is not for the student generation anymore. It's for old people like me. But yeah, we still have a Facebook page. But we're also on Instagram and on different platforms. Yeah, and then if students have any questions, they can contact me. My information is in the beginning of the presentation. So that was just an overview.
Thank you, Mrs. Evelyn, for the detailed explanation.
You're very welcome.
We now open the session for discussion. If you have any question or would like to share something, feel free to raise your hand or in the chat box. Let's have an engaging and fruitful discussion.
I just have yeah. Can I raise my hand? I don't know how to.
course.
I just have a remark about your summer school. It looks really nice. The only problem is that, as I mentioned before, we go until the middle of July. So most students will still be working or still be taking exams in July. So that makes it a little difficult for them to. When is your academic calendar? When are your courses?
So did you mean the summer course?
No, not the summer course, but the regular courses.
Oh, the regular courses starts on September.
September,
Yeah.
okay. And they go through January or
Yeah, about January.
about
Yeah.
January? That's good to
Oh,
know.
the reason why we choose July in the end of July, because when we read websites in, I think it was Netherlands education website, and it says that July, in the end of July, is already summer break. So we thought that yeah.
At the end, but the end of July is. So the first, actually the paid one, that would work because then it would follow right after their exams. But that one they could attend. Yeah, it's just the one that's from the June 30th. That will be more difficult.
Oh no, the June 30th is the deadline to apply the scholarship.
Ah, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, then actually the date is okay. It's no
Oh yeah.
problem.
I will send the poster that for the scholarship one. I will send you an email for that, so you can share it to
Great.
your students.
I will do that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So is there any questions, guys, for both Miss Evelyn or maybe Miss Grafinka? And then maybe Evelyn could answer it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm familiar with our master program as well. Yeah.
So there is Mr. Agustovic as well. If you remember Evelyn, he's our uh, past past head of textile department, but now is Miss Rina, that our department.
Right, right. That's good to
Nice to
know.
meet you, Evelyn.
Nice to meet you also. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. I had the opportunity of visiting you. That was wonderful. Oh, you have such a nice background. I want to go there. The sea looks very tempting. Yeah.
Yeah, please visit Yogyakarta, and then we will accompany you to the beach.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, it's beautiful. I really enjoyed your campus and Yogyakarta. It's beautiful. Yeah.
So anyone has questions? Maybe Tania or Dila, do you have questions?
You
Yang
can
mana
also
tahu student Pak Febri.
Kenapa? Oh, you might also
Oh,
speak
boleh.
in Indonesia. Speak in Indonesia, I will translate it. Teman-teman boleh pakai bahasa Indonesia, nanti saya yang bahasa
Yeah,
Inggris.
maybe.
There is also Pak Himawan. Do you have...
Saya coba tanya ya,
Oh yeah,
Bu
please.
Febri ya.
Okay.
Actually, I have a question for Miss Tresia ya, but he
Mhm.
left.
Yeah,
But it's
maybe
okay.
maybe I can answer it.
Yeah, maybe you can have to give me an answer.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm concerned for the sustainability textile and the green industry like that. And as far as I know that in Europe country, there is good textile technology in Germany,
Mhm.
Italy, Belgium, like that. But
Right.
I never heard about Netherlands actually. But right now we are discuss about textile in the with your university Saxion, right?
Yes, yes.
But Ms. Teresa is concerned for the innovative uh, textile right there. So what about the fibers, a new fiber, I mean, founded in your country, like today, China, they are making bamboo fiber, for example, to fulfill the textile industry beside cotton. We're talking about natural, yeah. And in Indonesia also right now have rami fiber. Rami fiber. I don't know that you already know or not about these rami fibers, banana fibers. We have many options here, but I think we need the technology to give a chance to these new fibers to participate to textile industry. I already contact to my friend in Germany and also in the Italy how to explore these new fibers have in Indonesia, because we don't have technology. Actually, all the technology textile in Indonesia is coming from outside. So I'm just thinking that what about the sustainability you have in fibers, because nowadays is in fibers is only mostly people using polyester. This is plastic fibers, and cotton also here in Indonesia, but cotton is coming from outside. And we try to explore a new fiber here, but we need the technology, I think. So what about the innovative technology for the new fiber you have, or maybe in your research in your university, maybe you have some idea about these new fibers founded in Indonesia? I believe that because you are don't I don't know that you are, I believe that you don't know yet about these new fibers in Indonesia, but if you're coming to Indonesia, we can show you the new fibers founded here.
Yeah, no, well, you were already in contact with Jens Ulrich, right? He's the professor of our research group, and he would be the one to ask this question, because he knows a lot about this. So if
research group.
Research group, yeah.
Okay.
The one that Theresia also mentioned, the research group, sustainable and functional textiles, and that's there's also a website. I'll see if I can find their. Let me just do a project. Research. I will paste the link in the chat.
Okay.
Let me see, where's the chat? Here. And here you can read more about our research group, because they're the ones that working on fibers and on innovative. What we're doing a lot is working with recycled fibers.
Is it possible for me to join with this research group, right?
Sure, you can always contact Jens Ulrich. I'll put his name here, Jens Ulrich, and get more information from him and see if he can. He can help you with that. You see, I don't even have a textile background, so for me it's a little bit difficult to answer this question. I'm more on the internationalization and language side of things. So, but if you contact him, he can definitely. I'll see if I can get his.
Okay.
His address as well. Oh yeah, it's let me go back again. This is his email address.
Okay.
Yeah, so he would be the one to ask about that because he heads the research group. Yeah.
So, what are you doing in research in your university about the sustainability? Maybe reuse, recycle like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But if you look at our website, it gives a much better overview than I can give you. Yeah,
Okay.
but we do a lot of, that's right. We work a lot with, we have our own Saxion, which is also made of recycled cotton. And so we do a lot with recycling. But also,
I heard in Korea that they already make the machinery, recycle machinery from the old fabric like that. From the fabric, they are make the recycle, then they are making the yarn in one machine. In one machine.
Oh, in one machine. Wow.
One machines.
Yeah.
Not only recycle, but so far mostly people doing the recycle only recycle like that from fabric to making to the back to the
yarn.
Yarn, like back to the fiber like that. Only one step. But in Korea, they already making from the fabric make to the fibers again, and then become to the yarn.
Okay.
And sweater.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of developments going on, but I'm probably not the right person to ask or talk
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also interesting to your program. Yeah, in your but it's
Yeah.
for because is myself is coming from the industry, so it is also my chance to discuss more about technology from your country.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Netherlands as well, because as you may or may not know, Enschede is an old textile city. We used to produce lots of textiles in the 19th century. And up until the middle of the 20th century, we produced a lot of textile. All of Enschede was, maybe 30% of all the jobs were textile related. My parents, for example, both worked in the textile industry. But since the 50s, 60s, of course, all of this was outsourced. But we still have a lot of technology.
Yeah, what kind of the textile industry you have so far? Like spinning mills or weaving mills like that, or?
At this moment, you mean?
Yes, correct.
Very little. We produce very little. It's more about startups and research and things like that. But we don't produce a lot. No, we're not producing.
Okay.
No, we haven't produced a lot since the 50s, the 1950s. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Sure. Yeah. Sorry, I can't help you anymore, but at least you've got the.
But anyway, I can join with this group.
Yes.
Yeah, research
Yes,
group.
absolutely. That will be the best way to go. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Yeah.
Question Pak Himawan. Okay, next, any question for Tania? Can you hear me? Okay.
Hello, Miss. Maybe I want to ask something about when does the registration for the double degree program at Saxion usually open, and is it possible for students to apply during their final semester, considering that students also need time to prepare for English course and proficiency tests like IELTS or TOEFL? Thank you.
Are you talking about the master now, or are you talking about the exchange program?
About both of them.
One of them. Yeah. Again, I'm going to give you a link to our website because it has all the information on there. Saxion Edu. And when you go to, let me see. So this is information about our program, exchange program, and you can come anytime. It doesn't matter to us. I don't know how your system is set up that you can actually do a minor or a semester abroad and still get credit for that. But this is innovative.
Let me paraphrase that Tania means a double degree. Is it still possible to do double degree there with
No.
the new curriculum? Oh, no. Okay.
We have now officially closed down our short degree program, our double degree program. Yeah, and one of the reasons is because we do offer a master's. So for us, it makes more sense that people would go to our masters. And yeah, as you know, there's a lot involved in setting up a short degree program. It's not so easy. So we've decided to drop that possibility and just concentrate on exchange and our masters. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Shiva, you might go on.
Enough for Tania. Okay, guys, any question for another?
I think
Okay.
there is one more question in the chat box.
Oh yeah. Okay, from Fadila.
Oh,
I
that's
will read.
mhm.
I will read the question. To continue about Tania's question before, how is the mechanism to apply that program and what file that must be prepared for it?
Yeah, that's also explained in the links on the website, Saxion Edu. It explains, for example, if you want to apply for the semester in February, again, I'm talking about exchange now. I think you have to apply by October or November, especially for housing, if you want to get housing in the Netherlands. And then it'll show you the documents that you need. For example, you need to show that you have IELTS 6.0. And they will ask you probably other information about registering. But this is something that that I usually don't deal with. This is something that international office deals with. But again, we have a very good website that explains everything from applying for visas until everything. So if you follow those links, then you will find more information about that. And of course, the exchange program it doesn't require tuition, but you do have to pay for if you want housing. You do have to pay for that. Yeah.
Enough for Fadila?
Yes, I think it's enough for me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's a little difficult to explain all of it, but it's very well explained on our website. I think our website is very clear. So if you follow one of those links to either the exchange program or the master, then you will find all the information there. There's also information about about studying in the Netherlands and what is required and how much money you need to have and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Mrs. Evelyn. Okay, now thank you for your active participation
Wait,
and
Shiva. Wait, Shiva.
enthusiasm.
Nabil, I think he raises his hand, so maybe we should Please, Nabil should you
Oh
have
yeah, I'm sorry, Bu.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay, excuse me, Miss Evelyn.
Hi.
I have a question. Question is there a price difference between the exchange student program and the master program?
Yeah, the master program, you do have to pay tuition, and it is a hefty price. It's 10,500 euros. For the exchange program, you don't pay tuition, but you do have to pay for housing if you want housing. If you don't want housing and you arrange it yourself, then you don't have to pay it. But I think there is some kind of amount of money that you need to have in order for us to know that you will have enough money to spend the 6 months there. So it's like a deposit, and once you're in the Netherlands and you have a Dutch bank account, you get the money back. That's usually what they ask. So one is actually free. The exchange program is free because you don't pay tuitions, and the other one you have to pay tuition. Yeah,
Okay, thank you very much for the answer.
sure. But in both cases, you need some kind of a deposit so that we know that you can live in the Netherlands for at least 5 or 6 months. That's required. Yeah. Because it's an expensive country, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Evelyn, for your answer. Okay, next question from Deva. Okay,
Okay,
can you?
that's
Okay.
so what can I expect if I participated in exchange program in Saxion University? And what expectation do you have on the participant?
Well, one of the expectations that we have is, of course, that you speak English well, and you do, so that's good. What another expectation is that depending a little bit on which program you want to take. If you are going to do the first year, the first semester of the first year, you don't need to know anything about textiles because our students come fresh from high school and they don't know anything about it either. If you go to the second year, then of course you'd have to have some previous knowledge of weaving, knitting, basic textiles, and things like that. And we also have some courses that are commerce. So that will be required, and especially if you do an internship at our research group, then you would have to send in a CV, your curriculum vitae, and you would also have to apply for a spot and explain why this project appeals to you. If you go to the website of the research program of the research group, you will find all kinds of job openings for internships, but then you have to apply for them. So this is basically and for the Smart Solutions semester, there are no special requirements per se. No.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for the compliments.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Evelyn. Okay, guys.
Siva, can I just have a short time?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Hey Evelyn, I'm Rina, nice to meet you.
Meet
I
you.
really appreciate and thank you very much for your information. Actually, I would like to know that that Saxion University have a scholarship or some tuition support to our student, maybe regarding to the master degree or exchange. Please, if you have it, just share it with us. Thank you so much.
Sure. I don't know if it's for exchange, but for the master, I'm sure there are some scholarships. I don't know how many there are, and I don't know how easy it is to get them. Let me see if I can find some information about that. Saxion scholarships. Yeah, here's some information. So it
Okay,
says,
Ina.
we're proud to offer scholarships to talented non-EU students that apply for a bachelor or master study program. You will have to apply only once, and then it tells you about deadlines and more information. So I'll send you that link as well. So there is
Okay.
yeah, it's in the chat. There's a information about financing your studies and scholarships.
Okay, thank you so much. So maybe our student can also check it from the link. So maybe they can try it. So
Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
It says here there's an NL scholarship and a Saxion Talent Scholarship. Can you apply for more than one scholarships?
Mhm.
All kinds of information about it. So yeah. So
Okay.
this is a possibility. Yes. Mhm.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Siva.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Okay, thank you for Mrs. Evelyn and Miss Rina. Okay, guys, now we will take a photo. Please, friends, can active the camera for this session. Okay. Okay. If I will 1, 2, and 3, can you all? Oke, Ibu sudah bisa dimulai, Bu Febri?
Okay, so I will count. Maybe I will count it. 1, 2, 3, and then please give your best smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, next slide. 1, 2, 3. We do have one more slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Raven, your smile is too much.
Okay, that's enough, Shiva. Thank you.
Okay, welcome, Ms. Febri. Okay, guys, thank you all for your active participation and enthusiasm throughout the session. We hope this sharing session has provided valuable insight and sparked your interest in future collaboration and academic journeys. Once again, thank you to our speakers, Mrs. Teresia Grevina and Mrs. Evelyn Ejikelem and Mr. Ahmad Satria Budiman for your time and inspiring presentation. Thank you to all the participation, student and lecturer from both university, Saxion University of Applied Science and Universitas Islam Indonesia. Have a great evening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you
you,
very much, Evelyn.
guys.
Thank you very much, Miss
Thank you
Evelyn.
very much.
Nice
Oh,
work, Evelyn.
Thank you.